Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Chess Arena, where chess meets Battle Royale. Let's dive in. Alright, we should probably start with the how to play because my favorite part of any new game is not reading the instructions, and usually that doesn't end very well. So, movement. This is real-time chess, so there are no turns. There's only a cooldown, as you can see from these pieces over here. There's that little cooldown bar. You can drag to move your pieces, then you have to wait to move again, but you can move multiple pieces at the same time. So they all retain their chess movements, but the mechanics are a little bit different. You can press Q to summon an army. I should probably put my left hand there right now. Wait for the cooldown to summon another one, and then use the army to crush your opponent. Next, we have capture and checkmate. Capture pieces by moving into them. Capture the king to checkmate them, and checkmate destroys the whole army. So if you get checkmated, it is game over. So you can lose anybody but the king, because that does actually end the game, which means I can pursue checkmate here as well, but with even more players. All right, so we can clear pits to get rewards. I'm assuming pits are these little segments of squares that are colored differently. You can collect XP orbs to level up and get stronger. I'm assuming that these are little XP orbs. Yep, that rook just collected some. Clear a guardian pit by capturing all guardians and wait near a queen shrine to acquire it. So this king seems to have just acquired a queen shrine, which allowed him to summon a queen, which we like. All right, and the final lesson is Battle Royale rules. Battle 40 players using your abilities and army. The map shrinks from poison, and checkmate or survive to be the last king standing. Okay, this seems like a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and dive in and play some actual games. Okay, Battle Royale is going to be extremely fun. There are private lobbies as well, so in the future maybe I can collab with some other YouTubers and do 1v1s, but all I see here, this reads 40 checkmates as far as I'm concerned. Assuming I can actually manage to win. All right, we've been matched with our 40 victims. Oh, also our usernames had to be less than 10 characters long, so I want mate in this game instead of I want checkmate. Close enough. All right, we are diving in. The arena is pretty big from what I've seen in the previews of this game. Oh, we have 28 seconds to choose a champion. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Whoa, there's a lot to look at here. Wait a minute. I only have 22 seconds to pick as well. I'm not even totally sure what I'm looking at. Ooh, okay, purple skin, obviously. That's the most important thing. Blizzard creates a blizzard that reduces the movement speed, creates an ice shield, stuns the enemies. Okay, cool. We'll just stay with this champion because he's the only one that had time to read his powers. Creates a blizzard that removes movement speed, creates a shield that protects from death once, and stuns enemies. I'd be willing to bet I can read more about those champions in the original homepage, but we're diving into this cold turkey. I don't even know what these do. I like the chicken though. Confused chicken, nice. All right, we are going into, seems like we're in the top right corner of the map, and we are the purple king. What a beautiful color. All right, start. All right, let's get moving. Oh, I can have a bishop. Well, don't mind if I do spawn that in right here. Okay, so supposedly taking over these pits gives you some kind of reward. No, we're not dying that quickly. Please move out of the way. Okay, thank goodness. All right, it seems like people are already dying. We'll go ahead and capture this king. Not before he steps out of the way. You have to be kidding me. Okay, once more. There we go. We did manage to capture the king, which is checkmate. Now we should be able to collect all of these orbs, and you can see we've leveled up to level 2. Can I collect with the bishop as well? It seems like I can. I just have to stand next to the orbs to actually get them. So we might as well head over to this pit right here. Can I walk through the bushes? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, we'll walk through here and capture the king. Oh, my bishop. Oh, goodness. Okay, maybe we should bring him into play. How far can he move? Oh, only 4 squares. Okay, so the movement is a little bit limited. The queen's power will be mostly about her different directions of movement and not so much her range. All right, if we can go in the bushes, I definitely will. Can I go in through the logs as well? That would be kind of funny. Oh, I can spawn in a rook. I keep forgetting about these guys. Okay, we'll spawn you in right there and take out the king. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He moves out of the way just in time. Can I hide back here? No, I cannot, so I might as well step on. Okay, they're coordinating very well. I'm just gonna take a moment to, okay, I guess I could just wait for him to move. Boom, we'll take out the king. Nice. Oh, we've got a queen shrine. Okay, this is perfect. So I think I just have to hang out here for a second, and once it finishes loading, I should be able to spawn a queen, which is wonderful news. Army full? Well, unfull the army. I don't want my army to be full. Okay, what does E do? Should slow down my opponent's movement, right? Oh, or maybe not. Oh goodness, I think this person has ill intentions for us. Army full. Cooldown 23 seconds. So I'm not totally sure why I can't grab. Oh, maybe it's because I need to level up. That would make a lot of sense. No, it's not because I need to level up. Nope, it just seems like my army is full. Okay, well, fair enough. Go ahead and capture this rook. You silly fool, you walked right into our trap. We'll move the rook over. Oh, there we go. Now we can summon a queen. Don't mind if I do. How far can the rook move? Also 4 squares. Okay, it seems like 4 squares is the general limit for a lot of these pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and put my king in a bush. I don't know if that actually hides him. Also, wasn't there somebody right here a second ago? Like, where are they? I'm a little bit concerned. I saw somebody here 4 moments ago. They're not there anymore, and I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, we'll go ahead and shuffle over. You'd imagine I should really start making my way over to the side of the map. As you can see, maybe I shouldn't be leading the way with my king. As you can see, that poison is closing in on us extremely quickly. So I need to get a move on right now. Okay, we'll move this way. This is pretty much the equivalent of checkmate. Oh goodness, no, 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 how do I cancel that? Oh gosh, oh, okay. All right, well, at least I am not on the edge anymore where the poison is. I'll go ahead and summon a knight as well. And I'm just shuffling over. Again, I really don't want to lead the way with my king. I have to be very, very careful here. I have a funny feeling this bishop, oh, I could have captured that with the knight. That's okay. We'll go ahead and keep making our way down. Honestly, right now, my biggest priority isn't even collecting anything. It's getting further away from the border because as you can see, I am way too close for comfort to that, to the purple poison on the outer edge. Okay, I'm trying to corner this king a little bit, and I don't think it's going badly for me. Oh, they can hide in the bushes. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, 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 no. We're not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna lead with my pieces, which is probably what I should have done from the get-go. Sweet. Okay, they've captured this queen shrine, which means you'd imagine they'll be kind of weak for a moment, at least while they collect it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go after that king. Nice, which does give me a checkmate and should allow me to collect the queen shrine if I can hang out there for long enough.
Let us focus.
Since the rook is the one there, it leaves my king a little bit exposed, but it seems like we collect it with no real issues. We'll go ahead and spawn the queen in as well. Okay, so far so good. I think I'm getting a little bit better of a hang of how exactly this works. I'm really paranoid about those bushes because as much as I want to use them, I would hate to step into there and find out that somebody else's piece got there first, but maybe I can ruffle some feathers with my knight instead. Maybe I can ruffle some feathers with my rook. I'm going to keep my queen next to my king since her biggest power-up is not her range because everybody seems to move 4 squares. Her biggest power-up is the fact that she can move in so many directions. We'll go ahead and snipe up this knight. Thank you very much. You've got to be kidding me. We'll shuffle over. It seems we move faster than the pieces in the pits who seem to go for that bishop over there. I think that might be an enemy piece that just lost to a bot. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. All right. If they go for the knight, then I will be ready to recapture. They do, which means I can take back. Nice. Okay, cool. So I grab all of those energy orbs. I'm hanging around pretty darn close to the center of the board. Like, I really don't think there's much for me to be concerned about here. I'm gonna keep my king in the bushes. I'm just gonna have my queen running around freely. It does seem like hiding in the bushes reduces your ability to see into the position, but to be honest, I think I'm more than okay with that. Oh, this is respawned. Okay, I'll go ahead and hop into this pit and go after these guys. The rook seems to be intending on moving this way, so I will just kind of wait around for it to capture. Then I'll step out of the pit. You'd assume that the rook can't step out of the pit as well, and we'll capture his brother right behind. Okay, that worked out pretty nicely. We'll try to just keep this king sort of in check. Okay, he intends to move in our direction. We're just hanging out in the bushes and we do capture the king. I'm gonna hang out here for a second and hope that there are no enemy pieces over here. That would be a huge shame, and I think that's how we got that other opponent as well. Okay, sweet. Let's move out of the way. Again, it says my army is full. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do about that. I think I just have to wait for my army to be capable of being bigger. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're not capturing my queen today. No, 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 no. It's not that easy. Oh, I don't know why I moved there when I could have very easily captured one of those knights, but okay. All the same to me. I'm just hanging out for a little bit. Okay, we're getting a little bit too close for comfort on the shrinkage of the map. So I'm gonna move this way, keep all the pieces nice and close to the king. You can see we have an enemy down here who immediately starts shuffling over with ill intent. The knight I'm gonna probably just use as a blocking piece. Okay, if they're not gonna move the rook, then I'm definitely going to take. Please go back, please go back, please go back. Okay, nice. The knight goes back. I really don't like the general position that I'm in. Oh, we can definitely capture that rook. Thank you very much. The problem is if I trade off evenly with another equally strong opponent, that doesn't actually really help my case, right? Because it's not me versus my opponent. It's me and my opponent versus whoever's left on the map. There's still 12 other people. So fair trades between me and another random PvPer isn't really fair at all, to be honest. I'll grab all of these level ups. Don't mind if I do. We've now leveled up to level 8. There are only 10 players remaining. First time playing, and we are in the top 10. Don't mind if I do. And I've failed to use any of the power-ups, which is classic of my gameplay. So we'll go ahead and shuffle this rook over and come back to home base. Again, oh, I was going to say we're pretty close to the center. We are not very close to the center at all. I definitely need to start crawling towards the middle again. I just want to be as close to flirting with the edge of the board as I reasonably can. That's going to give me the best real chance of not running into other players and having to do quote-unquote fair trades. Okay, if they want to go for my queen and have a sort of queen trade, by all means, we'll go ahead and pin this queen to the king. So if she moves out of the way, they should be toast. We'll go ahead and recapture this way. Oh, we don't manage to grab the king. Please move out of the way. No, I've been checkmated. They waited to spawn a queen. That's such a smart move. Okay, on the bright side, I can learn from the strongest players. As you can see, my name is I Want Mate, and we survived until 8th place. We were the top 8. Okay, so that was pretty fun. We destroyed 19 pieces, cleared 5 pits, summoned 3 queens, got 1 checkmate, which, you know, down from 40 is not great, but it was our first time playing, so I had a lot of fun. That was good. Okay, strategies. Waiting to summon a queen seems to make a lot of sense, especially when you're heading into the end game. It does make your king a little more exposed because you have less mass of pieces around your king, but seems worthwhile for the jump scare attack on anybody trying to infringe on your position. Clearing pits, something that needs to be done early, quickly. There's really no excuse for waiting. Even if you have to wait for the cooldown timer to grow your army, there's really no reason to wait to clear pits until later in the game. So fast and quick with the pits, and then you can start focusing on working your way in. I will say flirting with the poison, I think, is also a very sound strategy. The closer you are to the edge, the less likely you are to interact with other players, and the further you will survive. All right, so I think that's pretty much our takeaway. As much as I would love to spectate my arch nemesis' success, I'm going to continue into the matchmaking pool and try to put some of these strategies into play. I've also failed to use, again, any of the power-ups, but I'm not super focused on that right now. When I start making, you know, top 5 consistently, then I'll focus on using the power-ups and integrating it into our strategy. Right now, I think the basics of the game, like clearing pits quickly, running to the center but staying close to the poison, and maybe holding pieces in the sort of summoning chamber to drop them and surprise opponents. I think all of those strategies sort of take priority right now. Okay, we have been paired with 40 more victims, I guess 39 technically. And to be fair, I was a victim in the last match. Okay, so I could change to another champion. Let me take a quick look at this closer. Create a blizzard that reduces the move speed in an area. The timing on that would be pretty sharp, but it's possible. Create a shield that protects from death once. Okay, well, that would have been good to use. Okay, so we'll keep that one in mind. I think that's the second power-up we have. And the last one is Frostbite. Stun enemies that capture your pieces. Again, usable, but without a particularly large army, they're probably just going to be going for your king anyways. So, you know, maybe for a spiteful recapture. What does this do? Can I move where I spawn? No, I think it's just selected where I'm going to spawn anyways. Okay, so we're starting in the mountains. Okay, I've just realized that terrain is actually going to be a thing here as well, because I was hiding in the bushes in the other starting point, but now I'm in the mountains, and I don't think that brings any new sort of terrain. It seems to just have a bunch of blockades. Okay, so obviously the first thing we're going to do is run in. We'll spawn the knight. I will not wait on spawning the knight. The knight is probably going to get captured pretty darn soon in the game anyways, and I would much rather have 2 queens on the board. So we'll go ahead and go straight for the king. As far as clearing pits goes, I'm pretty sure just going directly for the king is by far the most reasonable strategy. I cannot imagine a reason why you would go individually capturing pieces when the pits are managed basically by bots anyways. So you might as well just dive in for the king. Okay, this guy has... Oh, there's a battle going on over here. Nope, no thanks. You guys have fun over there. Can I capture these? What's going on here? Let's go. What are we doing here? Okay, there is something going on with the terrain. Oh, it gives you upgrading orbs. That is highly amusing. Let's dive into this pit, which seems very, very large. So you'd imagine oh, you have got to be kidding me. You know what the funniest part is? It very, very loosely crossed my mind, but I was in the middle of a sentence, so I didn't say anything, and we've immediately been captured. All right. Well... the narrator in the background, the audacity to say another lesson. I mean, he's not wrong though. Okay, so we're not going to stand under any enemy pieces with our king. That's like such a minute, tiny point, but wow, it took us out. We went from top 10 to now we were one of the top 5 out at the very beginning. All right, let's try that again. Fresh start. You got to be careful with these sneaky bots. They will actually try to murk you. Yes. So genuinely, I need to keep a sharper eye out. Oh, this is kind of cool. There are different platforms and stuff. Okay, not my highest priority. So just out of curiosity, I just want to see who else we have. Creates a destructible rock. Showstopper. Oh, these are so interesting. Oh, I have to look at those later. Okay, I'm gonna stay with Lord for now because he's been my buddy since day 1, since I started playing this 19 minutes ago. But I will have to take a look at the other ones as well. They just seem extremely amusing. Like there was one that can create dummy kings. I mean, that's a no-brainer. This is so funny. What do these do? I think they just spam emoticons onto the board. Okay, we're going into a new starting location. I'm gonna call it desert because, to be totally honest, I did not read what it was on the side. I was too busy clicking the fun buttons. But we have spawned here, it seems, directly next to somebody, and I have the utmost interest in not making friends with them. So bye-bye birdie, we're heading over this way. Might as well spawn in the knight right away. Funny enough, I don't see the king here. So I can capture this rook from the get-go and get my king into the pit, but I don't actually see where he is. Okay, I guess I can take this and then just be ready to recapture. Yeah, it seems there was just no king in that pit, which made it a little bit slower to clear, but not the end of the world. We're still grabbing all of our level up rewards. We'll grab all of these pits. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and just make our way down now. This will be significantly I might as well spawn the rook here and collect these orbs as well. This will be a lot faster when we have more pieces available to us. So let's start making our way down. We have entered this pit, so we now do have to be careful of these pieces. You can see they're immediately trying to snipe me right up, but to no avail. I'm too quick, I'm too fast, I'm too sharp. Move out of the way. Might as well grab him before he moves. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, our warm down timer is a lot faster than the bots. Nope, not like that. That's revenge for whatever happened to me last game. All right, we do see an enemy down here. Might as well go down here. Okay, they do move out of the way. Sure, we'll put you in check again. What are the odds they just move back over? Oh, they don't. Okay, well, I will definitely. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No. Please move out of the way. Nice. He's too fast. He's too sleek. He's too sharp. Okay, I'm getting targeted by all sides. All right, we're gonna keep bothering this guy. Push him out of yonder. Oh, the poison might be closing in a second. I do need to be extremely careful of that. I can literally see it on the edge of my screen, and I cannot possibly imagine that that's a good sign. Not to mention, I've sort of managed to corner myself. You know what? We're getting out of here. What have I done to myself? No. We're getting out of here. This is ridiculous. Why have I pushed myself into a corner? This is like terrible strategy. Let's move up this way. We'll sort of pretend to target this pit, but what I'm really going to do is jump scare this king if he dares get too close to us. Okay, we'll wait for a second. I think there is a pretty darn good argument to be made for like very aggressively attacking and then just holding for a second while everybody sort of fumbles the position. All right, we'll go ahead and capture that bishop. Thank you very much. We've now cleared this pit, which means we can grab all of the orbs. Okay, and now I have to start getting out of here. I'm in. You can literally see the poison closing in on us. All right, we'll start closing in. I'm not going to make myself a principal attacker of this guy. You're sort of in my way, so I have really no choice but to clear you. So we will target this enemy king. Great, we'll capture your rook as well. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go here. I think that is more than reasonable. Capture the king. Thank you very much, which means we've gotten another checkmate. Okay, there are enemy pieces here. I will spawn a bishop right in the way. Hey, buddy. Surprise! Surprise! We did the same thing that our opponent did to us. All right, that worked out very nicely for us. So shout out to my first round opponent that absolutely bullied me out of the top 10 with the surprise attack, because I've now used your tactics to get my own victory. So shout out to you. We'll go ahead. Okay, there's the fog. Yep, we gotta go. Everybody gotta go. Let's get moving, people. Let's get a move on. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. We need to evacuate like now. We need to be gone immediately. If only this king could move a little darn faster, we'd have a better time of it. Okay, you know what? I probably shouldn't be leading the way with my king. Possibly one of my less smart ideas. Do I have time to capture the bishop? I do not think I do, but I do have time to catch up with all of my other pieces. Okay, I could have very easily captured that bishop. We'll wait one extra second. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No. There's no way. Oh, I just panicked, moved out of the way. Why am I playing so badly against this bot? Okay, I need to stop panicking. Let's drop a knight. Is that going to make my army full? I think it is, but we do grab the queen anyways. Don't mind if I do. All right, let's keep moving. We're actually well positioned. Maybe I don't keep moving. Also, I'm kind of scared of what this might do. I don't like that it has a mouth. I don't think it does anything. I should be fine, I'd imagine. I'm gonna keep my queen and my rook relatively close to my king. I think I'm in a good spot here. I'll go collecting orbs with my knight. I don't think I need to make anything more of this than just basically a hangout zone. We're already top 20 and we've managed to level up pretty decently. I'm gonna move my king over a little bit so I can, okay, maybe a little more than a little bit. So I can see this pit, but not actually have to move there to capture the pawns. Okay, there's somebody up there. So you'd imagine a little bit of repositioning would be intelligent. Using the actual barricades just seems like such a good idea. Like nobody can move through that. Well, minus the knights. I guess we start to see why you might want to have knights on the board here. So nobody can move through that but the knights, which makes it a pretty reasonable sort of structure to just hang out around. Okay, we have this enemy right here. Do I actually go for an attack? I mean, the poison is closing in a little bit, but what if I just pretend like I'm dead? Oh no, how do my pieces move? What are the odds I can snipe out of the way if they try to come capture my rook? Okay, they don't. They have a change of plans. You know what? Fair enough. Actually, something that I did want to test is, oh, there's poison coming. I wanted to test if I can cancel moves. What the heck? Okay, that did not cancel the move, but it did allow me to spawn a queen. Okay, so I guess we'll do that. Anyways, the poison is closing in on us, so we do have to get a move on. We'll go ahead and just start shuffling everybody over sort of at the same time. I'm not in the pit, so I haven't unlocked any of these enemy bots. This is a little bit sketchy. I don't love that I'm looking directly at a queen. I'll bring my knight in first. I feel like that is extremely reasonable. What does this do? Protects from death once. Okay, I'm gonna use E and slow down the queen, because screw you. We'll move the king over. Purely out of spite. All right, they've captured my knight. Bada bing, bada boom. The queen is gone. We'll go ahead and spawn in a replacement rook. Okay, I don't love that they're capturing our pieces back to back. They're getting a little bit cocky with that move. Can I protect my king? Oh, I can. That is very cool. Can he still move? He can still move. We're learning a lot about these power-ups. Nice. We're working our way towards the middle. I don't think I need to get any closer to the middle. I'm plenty close to the middle of the board. I'm gonna hang out here for a second. 10 players remain. You've got to be kidding me. Why did I activate these bots? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Grab that rook, move back, move the rook out of the way before it gets captured. He's confused. Yeah, be confused. And the last thing I'm gonna do is if this king steps into danger or just steps a little too close to us for comfort, I will slow him down with the blizzard. Actually, maybe I can do that anyways, right? And then just target the king right away. Oh goodness, no, move out of the way. Okay, we've managed to move out of the way. We've blocked this rook as well. We'll move this way. Don't mind if I take. Oh goodness, I'm very paranoid because you can literally see the box. We're kind of in the center of it. It doesn't seem to be closing evenly. We're already top 8. I see zero reason for me to be doing any sort of movement of any kind. I'm gonna hang out here for a second. Oh, that's concerning. Let's shuffle this king behind this. Again, we're sort of really close to the middle of the box, meaning okay, they've respawned another queen, but I can take that and spawn a knight. We'll move the rook back. And again, I'm sort of hanging out here. I will take that king. Thank you very much. Don't mind if I checkmate. Oh wait, don't move the knight. Don't move the knight. I want to grab this queen. That would be a huge advantage. Okay, nice. We've grabbed the queen. I'm also going to collect all of these level up orbs. We've leveled up to level 9. That is actually kind of insane. We'll move up towards the corner now since I just cleared an enemy from here. I'd imagine probably not many more will be coming. Do I want to dismiss the knight just to use the queen? I don't think so. I think I'd rather like sack the knight and spawn in the queen, but that's a little bit of a risky move. Okay, we have people closing in. We have lots of people closing in, getting very, very close to our position here. We're not actually, oh, we can spawn a queen already. Oh, what if I put her like here and just snipe the queen from him? Look, I'm gonna grab his queen. What are you gonna do about it? Oh, no, he's gonna try to capture me. Okay, we're moving out of the way. We'll capture this knight. Thank you very much. Pleasure doing business with you. And we'll move out of the way with our queen as well. And the queen disintegrates. Nice. This is good news. We've got a king coming in this way. I don't think there's anything I need to be careful of besides activating these bots accidentally. What do I do here? I think I just hang tight for a second. Okay, I'll take back. I'll take back this way. You guys are not that slick. Not that slick. We're moving over. Okay, the rook takes. I'll take back with the knight. The problem is I'm having a really hard time fending off all of these attacks. Feels like these players have so many pieces. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be pre-moving into the poison. Possibly not my best move ever. Go ahead and fork these two pieces because why? Absolutely not. Don't mind if I do grab that. Thank you very much. We do get checkmate. We are top 2. There's only one person left. Oh, so it's just them. Okay, so don't mind if I do this and then do that. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, we're top 2. There's no way this is how this ends. I'm closer to the center than you are. You're gonna have to take a step this way. I will take, don't mind if I do. Control the center. Nope, we move out of the way. Too quick. Drop a rook. Capture the king. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Please move out of the way in time. No can do. We'll move the king. Easy does it now. Oh, they're counting on the fact that our king is trapped because of the knight, but they do move it into range, which means we can capture. We'll move our king out of the way, but the poison is closing in. We have to take the queen. Please. Attack the king. Capture him. We're the ones in the middle. We're doing fine. We capture the king. And we do get the Battle Royale in our, third, fourth ever game of Chess Arena. Absolutely amazing. We do grab rank number 1. Absolutely insane. Level 15, 5 checkmates, 30 pieces destroyed, 4 pits cleared, and 3 queens summoned. Absolutely insanity. All right, I am extremely happy with that. And I think for a first video, that is perfect. I would like to see if I can learn more about these heroes on the homepage without the stress of the timer. Collection. Aha. Now this is what I wanted to look at. Okay, as far as gameplay goes, this is where the video will end, but I do want to research these really quickly to better understand exactly who I should be focused on using. So we'll start by looking at Lord Thalric, who obviously I have a very soft spot for, who has now brought me my first ever victory and has a purple skin. So 10 out of 10 from me. So Lord has the blizzard, which we did use, but I don't think I used it as well as I could have. What I should have done was moved a high power piece like the queen, for example, close close to an enemy king and then freeze it. So wherever that king tries to go, I move the queen into position, and odds are they won't have anywhere they can move out of the way to. At least not, you know, very slowly. The other one is the ice shield, which I managed to, I think, only use once. In those high pressure situations, it's very hard to remember these sort of details, but they have to be on your mind because it's those tiny little edges that will grab you the victory over an opponent. And then frostbite, stun enemies to capture your pieces. That is also, I think, in my opinion, very much an endgame sort of play. At the very, very end, when it's just people trading off all of their pieces until it's their little nudie butt king left over, you want to be able to have that frostbite so there's never a chance where you miss a recapture. But okay, with all of my adoration, I will have to take a look at some of these other champions and give them an honest review, give an honest opinion of how good I think they are. And who knows, maybe even play with some of them in a future episode. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Okay, we have Rekka, the demolitionist. Bomb. Drop a bomb that explodes an area. Is that not just absolutely insane? The other one is, the other power-up she has is Dynamite Dance. Throw dynamites randomly in a large area, which seems a little sketchy if it blows up your own pieces as well, but maybe your pieces are immune. And then the last one is Short Fuse. Each piece destroyed by bombs reduces your cooldown. Oh, this is passive, which means it's always active. So for Lord, Frostbite is always active as well, which means we're always stunning pieces that capture our own. Interesting. Okay. So for her, each piece that you destroy always lowers your cooldown. Okay, this seems extremely powerful. I kind of like Lord because if you do manage to make it into the end game, pieces that capture your pieces will always be stunned, which is, you know, I mean, heavy on overpowered. I mean, that's pretty nice. But I also like the aggression that Rekka brings with the bomb, so I'm a little bit conflicted here. I don't like to play passively, but at the same time, I want to be realistic. Okay, Legion, 10 out of 10 on the character design. That is a walking sleep paralysis demon who has Undead Servant. Temporarily summon a pawn. Okay, with all the respect in the world. Create a blizzard that reduces movement speed. Drop a bomb, summon a pawn. Okay, guy. And we know what you carry under those robes. It's just little undead pawns. Also brings Army of the Damned. Summon 4 random temporary pieces. Okay, never mind. Now we're talking. With a cooldown of 240. Absolutely insane. Seems like you'd be able to use that once, maybe twice in an actual game. You can see that's why he has 3 crowns worth of difficulty. And then the passive power-up is Soul Harvest. Each piece you capture reduces your ultimate cooldown. Oh, that's very stackable. I mean, at the very beginning, Undead Servant, you know, maybe isn't anything to call home about, but Army of the Dead bringing 4 pieces in, and any pieces those pieces capture reduces your ultimate cooldown, seems really strong. In fact, I think the enemy we were facing at the very end, or at least one of like the top 5, was using Legion. Grandemir, I love, just because of his energy. Absolutely amazing outfit. Okay, but what do you actually have? You have Showstopper, temporarily transforms a piece into a pawn. That's embarrassing. I like that little magic trick. The other one is Encore, summon a dummy king or swap with an existing one. This is the one that I saw that caught my attention because that seems, if correctly implemented, very, very powerful. And then the passive one is Double Act. Summoning a piece creates a temporary dummy. Oh, wait, I really like this guy. The level of mind games that could come from this, 10 out of 10. So I have to keep him in mind. Kindra brings a Phantom Veil, become invisible until revealed by a nearby enemy. Wait, I'm starting to think I used the most basic one possible, which makes sense why they would start you with this one, because it's really easy to use. But as far as winning goes, there are a lot of tricks that can come from using these other pieces. Also brings Veil Piercer, channel to throw a lethal dagger. Use again to teleport it. You can see, oh, they were doing it there for a second. Let me hover over it again. So throws a lethal dagger and then teleports to that square. It also cleared the pawn in between. That's insanity. The last one is Death Tempo. Piece captures, reduce your move delay. Okay, and then the last one is Eldrin. I love him. He's a little old dude. That's so funny. What are you doing here, guy? This is too much for his knees. But okay, maybe he has insane power-ups. He brings Stonewall, create destructible rocks that block movement. Oh, okay, so yeah, pretty straightforward. I don't like that particularly because it's purely defensive, and a lot of this game revolves around being able to move. But, you know, if you have to defend your king's rear end while your pieces fight on the other side, it could be handy. The other one is Tremor, stun all the pieces in an area. Okay, this is his way of spreading his arthritis. Wobbly knees for everybody in that area. And then the last one is Aftershock. Every 4 moves, your king stuns nearby enemies. Okay, that's amusing. I don't know, I think Grandemir and Kindra have the best sort of middle of the road good powers that you can use consistently without having to do too many head games, although I know that's kind of ironic considering this guy guy's entire thing is head games, but I still have that attachment to lore just because he brought me my first victory. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I will link down below if you guys want to join the currently closed playtest, but the game is quickly in development and hopefully will be out for you guys to play soon. Let me know down below what champion I should play with next, and I will see you guys in the next one.